that something you can apply on the court of common pleas, however, or
Sure.
is society going to be less tolerant of that when we start talking about adults instead of juveniles?
No, I think what happens is that's where judgment comes in. You see, you have ranges in sentencing guidelines, okay? And you have to be able to look at an individual that comes before you, and you have to make that determination as to whether this is going to work. We've invested time here in Luzerne County in this approach. We call them mental health court. We call them drug and alcohol courts. Kelly Cesari, by the way, her husband played for me, okay? He's a state trooper. I mean, this is it. You know people here. She's run an excellent program. The drug alcohol program has already been tested. It shows by research that they've been successful, that they've reduced two things, okay? They've reduced the fact that these people are dependent on alcohol. They reduced the fact that they're coming back through the system. That works, and it's cheaper, okay? Because you got taxpayers out there, and they have a legitimate right to know where their taxpayer dollars are being spent. They do.
Should you be elected, what area of the law do you think that you'd be assigned?
I think what we have right now, in my opinion, is a crisis intervention situation up there. My understanding is every area of Luzerne County Judiciary is backlogged. I can take and do everything. I've done everything. I've tried motor vehicle cases on the civil side. I've tried a medical malpractice case. I've done slip and fall, okay? I can do the civil side. I can do the criminal side. I do it already. Understood. The only difference.
Well, where do you think they will assign? You would be assigned?
I don't know. That's up to the president judge. I think the civil case law is really the one that talked about. I have a close friend of mine, okay, former partner, okay. He still does medical malpractice. I ran into him. We were gabbing. Timmy said to me, we have a lot of cases sitting. You see, a lot of cases sit and are not susceptible to being mediated or arbitrated because it's really an issue about liability, whether or not there's fault, okay? In your traditional tort case is you have to have a duty owed by one party to another. Motor vehicle, adherence to the motor vehicle code. There has to be a breach of that duty. There has to be a connection between the breach of duty and the injury sustained. I thought, and then you get to the damages. But if there's the breach of duty, that's your liability question. If that's the problem, arbitrators aren't going to resolve that. We've done that. Judge Morosky did that. He got ADR options to come in and give some free time throughout the summer to handle cases. Now, that's Rudder, who's a lawyer, Judge Ropp, who's a former member of the Court of Common Pleas, and man, I know Judge LaBelle. Judge LaBelle was up in Carbon County. I was up there. He's probably taller than you are. Okay, very good Irish looks. He used to twist my arm in those cases to get those things resolved. That's what judges do. And if you can't resolve them, then they have to go to trial. And that's where your backlogs are, Joe. That's where they are. It's not just criminal cases, although criminal cases go up. And the reason you have to address the criminal cases is the right to a speedy trial. Constitutional guarantee. Okay? So wherever he wants to put me, I can go, I will do the job. Whatever their need is, I will fill the void.